Hello everybody, my name is Petr Koutný and today I'm going to show you one of the best chess game ever. Up to me, Viktor Korchnoi against Garry Kasparov is a chess amazing fight where both players are playing exactly what we called chess beauty, chess fire and chess battle. So let's enjoy and let's come back till 1982. That's exactly the year of the game. It was 25th Olympiad in Luzern, Switzerland. Viktor Korchnoi is white and Garry Kasparov is black. So what to say about Viktor Korchnoi? What's maybe interesting is that Viktor Korchnoi used to be called one of the most strongest chess player ever who was not able to be world chess champion. He was great, he was winning lots of tournaments, but he was not be able to be world chess champion, unfortunately, because he was great. At the other side, Garry Kasparov, that's another story, and of course we know it, that he was world chess champion and up to me he is one of the strongest chess player ever. And now let's come back and don't speak about these two players and only let's speak about this game, because this game is of course amazing. We are exactly one of the sharpest variation in modern chess. White has advantage in the center, but black is searching for counter-attack on the sides. So since the beginning, since now, it's absolutely clear that this game will not be boring and it will be interesting. So we are going, move a4 is going to stop move b5. That makes sense. Rook e8, of course, is doing all best to stop move e4. Even it's nearly impossible to believe that black was stopped move e4. At least he's doing his best. So knight d2, of course, supporting move e4, h3, and now knight c4, knight e5, and finally move a4. So yes, exactly, the center belongs to white and black has to find counter-attack. What is interesting here to watch these two knights. So just imagine that idea one day will be b5 and threat b4. That's only idea, but if you are going to keep this idea in your mind, you will see how Garry Kasparov was able to find this move later on, or how it was possible to play moves like b5, b4 in a little bit more complicated position. So maybe say that rook f8, it's not the best move, but black is searching for counter-attack, and two most typical counter blows here exactly are moves b5 or f5. So rook is coming back to f8 and maybe doesn't make sense to see one move to e8 and one move to f8, but still white's army is not ready till to use this maybe small disadvantage or small mistake or small different or strange move. I think the strange move is the best word. So what white is going to play? Still, a move like g4, it's not giving the best chances for white, because here black is absolutely aggressive and he will leave knight on h5 for free, but it's not a for free, it's a for big attack. So that's a threat, and that's the reason why move g4, it's not working exactly well here. So maybe for this reason white played king h2, f5 happened and f4. So why it's not good idea to take immediately on f5? Because that's exactly I'm asking myself, okay, if I'm white, I'm taking, and what's wrong with move g4? What's wrong? And hopefully you will tell me that everything is wrong, because 1, 2, and yes, I think that white's king, it's not happy king, and at the end I'm sure that white will be checkmated. So that's the reason why everything is working and why even here move f5 is strong. So f4 happened, and now let's think where this knight is jumping. You know, every move coming back is a bad move. Knight d7, knight f7, it's a bad or passive move, and this is a not active move. So now it's the last time to search for ideas, and hopefully you remember one strong idea. Knight on c3, knight on a3. Yes, of course. b5, b4, that's the idea, and that's the reason why I believe that this game is amazing, because lots of people first are going to think, okay, my knight is under attack, what I will do? But Garry Kasparov is not thinking, my knight is under attack. He is thinking how I will attack my opponent, and b5, that's a great move, because still it's a bad idea to take knight on e5. Why? Okay, just imagine that white is taking on e5. Knight g3, first shock. Okay, white will take on g3, but check and check on h4, and queen g3. It was too fast, and maybe from nothing happened something nice. So once again, one more time, and now slowly. If white is taking on e5, okay, now black is taking on g3. That's a threat, of course. White should take or not, but if he will take on g3, is a check. Okay, what white has to do, of course, here, that's not a good idea to go. And everywhere here is waiting rook or queen for some huge threats. Just remember that here, even nothing, if nothing, here is move b4. So okay, check and queen g3, I think that's game over. So after move b5, everything is working, and what's happened? White took on b5 once and second time. Still, we understand that this variation is still working very well for black. It's a miracle how this knight is in the center, and still it's untouchable for white. Even he loves to take this knight, it's too expensive for him. So okay, white took it on b5, and at the end of this variation, white will be pawn up. But Kasparov doesn't care about pawns, only one pawn. He is looking for activity, for attack, and for strong position and attack against white's king. So he doesn't care about pawn. Okay, if now say white is going knight a7, here is e3, and now of course again this threat, and I'm enjoying this threat because king on g3 doesn't look like safe and happy king. It looks like a really small or smaller king waiting for checkmate. So position is difficult, and you know, just imagine now that both players has to think and has to see all variations, all threats, and pressure. It's incredible big. So okay, now white took it on e4, bishop d7, and why? This pawn is not for free, you know, too many questions and too many doubts. Everything is fine for black. Even this pawn, it's not important. Let's check this variation. Anyway, if you are enjoying this video, hopefully you are, feel free and press like or press follow and made my day. Thank you. Let's come back. Hopefully in this time you found it. Why knight d6 is a mistake? No, because of rook b6. Okay, say that one pawn is going down, but still a knight on d6. It looks like a dangerous knight, not far to be lost. But even he is going to escape. White's king has another big problem. Check on g3, and okay, if he's going to g2, another check, and that's something amazing, you know, too many checks, but it's not a good idea to take this bishop on h3 because check on h4 and checkmate on h2. This check is amazing. So I think that here white has to go to g1, right? But again, white will take on h3, and that's game over. You know, white's king is a naked king without any defenders pawns, and Garry Kasparov used to be really one of the best attacker. And of course, this position for him is a simple winning position. So for this reason, we are back, and we know why white is not taking this pawn, even looks like sugar, but he came perfectly well. Queen e2, queen b6, and knight a3. Well done. Knight is back on a3, so that's cool. And now rook e8. Still, here is a knight. I can't remember how many moves this knight is there. And even white love to touch and take this knight. It's too expensive or too hot for him. And you know, that's no way how to take this knight. For example, right now, why? That's of course very important question. Why white is not taking this knight? Say because of still g3 pawn. Okay, one exchange makes sense. Knight c4. Okay, fork, but not fork forever. Check on g3 and queen d8. And I'm sure that this king is asking for help. He's asking, save me, but who will save him? Because all black's army is attacking the white king, and white king is the biggest weakness here. Without king is no chance, is no way to think that white will survive. Okay, let's come back because that's not everything, and this game has still some moves to be played. So rook e8 and bishop d2 happened. Garry took on b2, and finally white took this knight. Okay, he accepted this position. I think that that's a good answer in bad position. If white should stay in a worse position, at least he should be knight up, at least material. If black is going to play one mistake, maybe white is winning, but Garry Kasparov used to be chess machine. He was not making any blunders, and he's going to beat great Petr Koutný for another time. So and the best answer here, it was rook a2. Anyway, that's nice to see this variation. Now rook b1 and now queen g2. Why? Because the most important factor in our chess is our king, and if we are losing our king, we are losing game. So here I think that white's position, maybe it's in danger, but still white's king is safe, or he is much more safer than he used to be. So, okay, now we remember how Garry took it on b2, and now white took knight. Okay, in any next game or in any chess game, if we are knight down, we are losing. But here, it's not a question to lose because we are knight down. We are not losing because we are active, and activity is the most important part of our chess strategy. Hopefully you understand. And now black took it on e5, and now he took finally on g3. Check makes sense, and queen e1. Wonderful fight. And you know, now white's king has to be careful to see all threats, all checks, and all dangers. And it's happened because check on e4 and queen c2. Now Garry used to win finally by a beautiful check blow. Knight is taking on g2, and this variation will tell you that at the end, yes, if you are going to see everything, that's a checkmate. Why? Because white is going to f1, check, e1, check, d1, and checkmate. So that was a threat, and that was everything what these players has to count, has to see, and maybe that's a miracle that Garry Kasparov missed this, maybe, hopefully, simple variation, but of course we know it, that this is not a simple variation. What's happened? Check on f2 looks strong, but it's giving some chance for white for longer resistance. So check, okay, now we will see how queen is going to play against some minor pieces. Maybe in another game white should have a chance to survive, but here this is a bigger problem for white. It's still his king, and without king is hard to believe that we could win our chess game. Okay, even knight d7 and knight d3, bishop h6, and you know, move by move, it's much more clear that black is winning. Even white played well. Hopefully, we should say well done to Petr Koutný, because he was great. But at this time, Garry Kasparov used to be one of the strongest chess players on the world, and maybe since this time, Garry Kasparov became a super chess star and chess legend. That's it. At the end of this video, Petr Koutný resigned. Nice fight, nice game, and Garry Kasparov was able to beat great Petr Koutný, guy who was never ever, unfortunately, be able to be world chess champion. At least we could remember this great chess player. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If yes, feel free and press like or press follow, and I will be happy to see you soon. Soon is better, in our next chess video. Thank you. See you. Bye bye.